My name is Abbas Kitogo. I'm the program specialist for energy, climate change and extractive sector here at the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. At UNDP, we very much looking at the issues related to development. So transport is one of the issues that is supporting development of the country. But mainly we are looking at this issue at a different angle, looking at how the transport sector can be supported to ensure that it is sustainable in a way that it is avoiding emissions of greenhouse gases. But also we are looking at the policy aspect of which there is a proper policy framework and a regulatory framework, and also awareness raising, especially for communities. One of the issues in terms of emissions, the vehicles, so these cars and buses, especially urban transport, they are old, so they are emitting a lot, and we have standards, but they are not really enforced and they need to be revised. BRT is, it's a good system, it's a model system. There's a lot of opportunities to especially improve or to find ways to reduce emissions from the BRT system. There's like two ways. One, maybe use of modernized kind of buses where the fuel used is small compared to the kilometers taken. So if we use highly efficient buses, there's a way you can reduce emissions. Secondly, to use alternative fuel. For example, you can use natural gas, which is a little bit less harmful compared to diesel or petrol, for example. The key aspect, maybe also we can also consider using electricity, especially when we start to produce maybe electricity from Stigler Gorge, for example, where there's going to be huge production of electricity. So this is a clean electricity. If you use this electricity to run your buses, definitely you're going to reduce a lot of emissions. We need to engage the government. The government must have a political will to make that change. And the fact is that we have, as I mentioned, INDC, NAMAs, and this international commitment to mitigate climate change and reducing greenhouse gas emissions, then the country should have a willingness to implement or enforce those commitments. Secondly, we need to engage private sector, because private sector is a good source of funding to implement such kind of activities. Also involving the partners, development partners, including banks and other partners, to support those initiatives.